I think the internet is amazing. I also think in its current form it is flawed. It has algorithms that prioritize negativity and fighting and nitpicking, and everyone's either an angel or a monster with no room for nuance. It can be a bit exhausting. It's a lot of noise, and I like to think if I'm adding to that noise, I could add something positive and be the change I want to see. Today I want to try a new video type, very casual. I just want to do a video showing you some things that I think are funny, and hopefully they can make you laugh too. So I hope you enjoy this. Here we go. A couple years ago, I found a video called I Took a Picture Every Reincarnation for 50 Lifetimes by Time the Monkey Surgeon. And the video itself is actually pretty funny. It's a parody of those videos where people take a picture every day for a year or 10 years. But instead, he gets reincarnated as a mosquito, then Jesus, then this, and then that. And ultimately, he gets reincarnated as a bug and gets stuck as the bug. And well, for some reason, it's not, the video itself is funny, and I'll link it in the description. But what my favorite thing is in the comment section. On this video, Rick DeVita commented, "Bruh, you spent mad long as a roly-poly. That shit's crazy, ROFLMAO." And something about this just tickles my brain. I think it's because it's one of those unique sentences that's never been said before. And my roommate Brittany's printer was out of ink, that's why it's pink. Also, my friend Patrick painted this, and it's not the funniest painting in the world, it's a little funny, but I do really like his one where he did this really realistic oyster with a dog in it. And in the background, it just says, "Come IPA." I don't know what he was thinking, but Plastic Quinn on Instagram, I love him, one of my best buds. And he painted "Come IPA." Take that as you will. Another thing I really like is when you come up to an intersection, a three-way, four-way intersection, that little wave you give to the other people to let them know to go. You know the kind, it's like, it always comes with that face. It comes with the, just a knowing, and with any luck, we should be able to do it right about now. Ah, shit. There's no other cars. Oh, better yet, a pedestrian about to cross the street. So not only do we get to do the wave, but we also might see something else. And stop! Did you catch it? Here, come on, let me show you. What you are witnessing here is what I call the adult run. It's the run an adult does when they're shy about the fact that they're running because they're not a kid anymore that just runs places. So instead you do this little half jog, stutter step where you're stopping, starting, and going. Now running may actually be kind of a generous term. You might see the knees are barely bent now. See, the funny thing is when you're adult running, you're actually barely even moving faster than a walk because you're so self-conscious about the fact that you're trying to run. Run along now. Or like half run or kind of walk. A sight to behold. Oop, gotta move. Dude, what's up?
Nothing much, dude. What's going on with you?
Just calling you for this video. I mean, it's obvious that this part is staged because you're on a green screen already.
Holy shit, I am?
So I prompted you. I told you I wanted to talk to you about something that we both like, but I didn't tell you what that was.
Right.
So I'm going to try to do it in 5 words, and you'll be ecstatic.
Okay.
Beethoven 2, the lake house scene.
How could I forget, dude?
How could you forget?
I could sum it up with one word.
Go on.
It goes a little something like this.
Wait. We can't get there yet. We got to build up to that. That's the payoff.
You know me, man. I get excited.
First Beethoven, there's some funny details.
Yeah.
The whole motivation of the villain is that he wants a dog skull thick enough to test to test his new bullet on.
You want to know how messy it is?
I presume you can get dogs with big skulls for the tests.
It's almost like the people writing it were like, Okay, what's the bad thing that's going to happen to Beethoven? They're like, there's a guy that wants to shoot him in the head, and they're like, why does he want to shoot him in the head? And they're like, he just wants to shoot him in the head.
They're like,
that's
no,
his
we need a better
motivation.
reason. We need a better reason than that.
I don't know, to test a bullet.
Large dogs are difficult to come by. Harder to manage. I'm sure we'll be able to handle it.
And that goes into Beethoven 2, where Beethoven is with a new family.
Wait, Joel. Let me stop you real quick
Yeah.
because we skimmed past, I think, one of the most important lines of Beethoven 1, which is when he comes to deliver the news to the family that Beethoven is no more.
We want our dog back!
Oh, I'm terribly sorry. It's too late. The dog's been destroyed.
The dog is
that's what he
destroyed.
He says, the dog has been destroyed.
I'm sorry, the dog has been destroyed. So leading into Beethoven 2, they're going to some summer camp getaway with Beethoven. And there's a young daughter, and she falls for this much older looking guy, which is already kind of disturbing. In an otherwise lighthearted family romp of a movie, this leads to an incredibly dark scene with the most absurd finale.
When I play this scene in my head, my brain automatically puts in the Requiem for a Dream music, even though I know that that's not. But I feel like that's the vibe that it was.
Yeah, it's like cross-cutting. So what happens in this scene is Beethoven is tied to the bottom of this porch, and the girl goes inside with this older guy. And then all these like boys drinking beer start pouring beer on Beethoven, and he's whimpering and crying.
He's like, oh God, not the beer.
Yeah,
He's tied up and he
Beethoven-
can't go anywhere.
Meanwhile, inside, this girl is like in the room with this older guy, and then he like locks the door behind her.
Just unlock the door.
Rice, relax. This is gonna be an experience you're never gonna forget.
It was so weird that they were even like encroaching on this territory for Beethoven. But then they're cross-cutting Beethoven whimpering, tied to a porch, and this extremely disturbing guy like about to take advantage of her. And Beethoven's whimpering and pulling at this giant support beam, like a thick support beam on this giant house. And Beethoven rips it out of the ground, and with it, the entire deck, with all these like children partying on it, collapses into the lake. And with that, the side of the house where the guy was cornering her, the entire wall comes off,
Peels off like a sardine can.
and he goes flying out of it.
He does a flip. Dude, he does a flip into the lake.
He flips out of it, and they make the greatest editing decision I've ever seen a movie make. And it's so funny because it sounds nothing like him. Like it's not
No,
his
it's
voice.
like a full-grown man.
It's
in
a
in sound
full-grown man
studio.
scream that But Drew, that's all I really wanted to talk to you about. I just wanted to talk to you about that Beethoven 2 scene because more than anything, just the memory of us dying at that scream because it's
Yeah.
so left field.
I think we put wear and tear on that tape just from rewinding it and watching that.
I've like looked it up on YouTube and like there's only like a Spanish dub of it that I can find of that scene.
What does his yell sound like in Spanish?
I think they still use the same sound effect. That's universal, believe it or not. That was my friend Droodle. I love Droodle so much. Like I said, I met him on my van trip and instantly felt like we could have been lifelong friends. He's so talented. He made one of my favorite albums last year. He recently put out this video with my friend Noah, which is the funniest thing ever. It's like AI video game history all made up. And Drew's delivery kills me every single time. I think Drew's one of the funniest people. So yeah, that's it. Just a couple things that come back to my brain every so often and make me laugh. I hope they made you laugh too. I hope you're having a nice day. Have a nice snack. Call somebody you love. Tell them you love them. And I love you guys. Bye-bye.